Hello again. So you might be watching this isolated as its own video, which is great. Most of you will see it that way. But for those of you who are live, you might have seen that we were just on Facebook Live with a completely different topic. I changed my shirt for you and everything. So we're jumping on Facebook Live in my home. Wendy's holding the camera. Her arms are going to start burning, but she's watching for your comments. So if you have any questions or comments as I'm doing this, definitely chime in and let us know. Otherwise, what I want to do is just zip through 7 ways that you can actually you can do something with your holiday cards after the holidays are over, and they are. It's January 5th, 2017, and everything's over in terms of all of those holidays. But if you're like me, this wall of awesomeness, meaning my friends and my family and people that I love and adore, this isn't coming down anytime soon. But because I know so many of you are actually going to take your holiday cards down, or you're not sure, should you keep them, should you not, I wanted to just jump on here and speak about this for a few minutes. For those of you who are new and less familiar with our brand, my name is Becky Higgins, and everything that we do always ties back to cultivating a good life and recording it. So this has to do with recording our memories or not. So that's actually tip number 1 when it comes to the topic that we are talking about. I said that there are 7 things to consider. Thing number 1 to consider is you throw them away. You don't keep them. And this is a hard thing for a lot of people. It was actually really hard for me. And so for years, I would actually keep all of our Christmas cards in like Ziploc bags. And a few years ago, I just decided and had this epiphany that I am not the keeper of other people's memories. So I let them go and I threw them away, knowing that that's not going to be it. I will continue getting Christmas cards. And I could decide what I wanted to do in future years. But for that year, I let them all go, which is really cool. All right, so that's number 1. You don't have to keep them and you can toss them. One thing to consider with that, by the way, is if you do have a few favorites, you know, like Wendy's totally my favorite. So for sure, I wouldn't throw hers away. So maybe you can keep a few favorites on your refrigerator, the token ones, and then the rest you throw away. Idea number 2, keep them in a box or a basket. And keep them in your home. Now here's something specific that is not for me, but somebody else, actually several somebodies that are here, part of our community over the years, have shared with us that they like to keep the holiday cards, they keep them in a basket, and their family actually just pulls out a random card each day and they pray for that family, which I think is such a sweet idea. So that was idea number 2. Idea number 3, trim and scrapbook those pictures. All right, now Wendy's gonna come down with me on the floor and I'm gonna show you what we're talking about. If you go to the blog right now at beckyhiggins.com and you do a search for what to do with holiday cards, you're going to see a step-by-step blog post of what I'm talking about. So if you look here, these are page protectors that are, well, photo pocket pages, and these are all Christmas cards that we got this particular year, and they're all just trimmed to size. So they're trimmed down to 3x4 or 4x6. Does that make sense? Am I making sense when I'm saying
Yes,
that?
you are.
Okay. All right, so that's all this is. And so what you're going to do with that is just get photo pocket pages. And these are all found at shopbeckyhiggins.com. There's different designs depending on what you need. Big packs, small packs, and then that's it. All right, the next idea, while we're down here, how are your legs?
Good.
Feeling okay? Okay, the next idea, by the way, all of our 12x12 binders are also in shopbeckyhiggins.com. But this is what you can also do, is just put all of your cards in an envelope page. Now this is not full of of Christmas cards. This is actually one I just quickly pulled out of Claire's scrapbook. It says Claire's Stuff, preschool, age 5, and that's a little card that goes in the pocket to label it. But what I wanted to show you is that this is what is called a Project Life envelope page. And it's one of my very favorite products that we have because you can see what's in there. It's firm, it's stiff, and sustainable. It's quality product, and can you see that clasp pretty well? So watch how it just, you tuck it in that little slit, and it's self-closing. And then this, of course, goes in the binder like that, okay? So that is another way that you can preserve your memories. All right, now Wendy and I are in the 40-plus club, so give us a second to get up.
I'm going to back up and show the whole wall, so because people are loving the wall. And somebody wants to know the adhesive that you're using.
Okay, so this is what I do. I use tape. It's funny because I never do anything special. It's just always tape. But I wonder if people are asking because maybe they have bad luck with tape, or I don't know. But when you get in really close, actually, you see So literally, here, you see that? That is a piece of Scotch tape. That's it. I used to roll up pieces on the back and put them on the wall. It doesn't seem to hold very well, so I just usually put 2 on each side, or top, bottom. I don't overthink it, and I just put them up. And when I hang cards like this, the reason why it looks so pretty is because there's a pretty even space between all of the cards. It's not perfect. Again, I don't overthink it. My kids help me, but I put them up intentionally with some even spacing. All right, next tip. Where was I? Oh, punch a corner, punch a little hole, like with a hole punch, office supply, in the corner of every card. So like right here, right here, right here, right here, in the corner, and then just use like a little clasping ring, and then put all of your holiday cards on that ring. So it goes through all the holes in the corners, and then you just have it all kind of collected, which is sort of fun. I already talked about the envelope pages. Okay, I have 2 ideas left. One is actually about chapbooks. So some of you know about chapbooks. I use chapbooks for my family history and for printing out like BH behind the scenes and BH loves Arizona, a couple hashtags on Instagram. They're little books, they're paperback. A lot of you know about them. If you're not sure, it's an app called Chapbooks. And what you can do is just take pictures of each of them, and then you can actually print them in a chapbook. This is actually something that they shared on their Instagram stories, I don't know, a few days ago or something, and it's really cool. So if you want like a whole little book of that year's Christmas cards or holiday cards, that's kind of fun. Now, on a related note, and something I've been wanting to share with you for a while, and this will bring us all the way around to the 7th and the final idea, and that is to take pictures of the pictures and then drop them into the Project Life app and then print those pages. Now, if you already know about the app, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know that it's kind of a no-brainer. Now I'm going to show you what I mean with a little demonstration. Okay, so I'm going to open my camera, and I'm literally just going to make sure the lights are off. Oh, I'm really close to that microphone. Hold on. Hold on, let me explain it first. Make sure that that you have no flash. Make sure you don't have the lights on in the house, if possible. Wendy and I are in an empty dining room that have no lights on. We've just opened up the shutter, so it's a lot of natural light, and that natural indirect light is going to be the best possible lighting scenario. All right? So you get in close to each picture, and you snap. Now, if it's vertical like this, that's great, but if you want to just crop into horizontal, that works too. Okay. Snap. Again, here's Elise. And it's okay if it has words, and I can also crop in. All right, you get the idea. Let me just do one more just to show you how it's going to end up. Okay. Now, the next thing that I do is I pull them into the app. So, Wendy, how is it if you come in here and look?
Good.
Okay. So I'm going to open up the app, and I'm going to open up a page, and I can literally just drop them in. First of all, I'm such a fan of square corners, so I'm just going to tap that to make them square. Tap on any space that I want, and then I tap on the photos. I'm going to go into my camera roll because that's where I literally just took them, and I'm going to put in the picture. Tap over here, I'll add them. Tap down here, add the Olsons. Okay, everyone's in here, and I can even add verticals if I want, so I'm just doing this fast just to show you. Once they're in there, I'm going to want to make sure that I'm zooming, cropping, positioning. If I feel like something needs to be lightened or brightened, I can just do it right there, brighten it up. I can change the contrast. These are all things I can do within the app, or I can do them with the PicTapGo app, which is built into the Project Life app. So again, I don't want to see that tape there to the side, so I'm going to zoom in on Elise's family. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to zoom in, just make sure, oh, that his little face is cut off. There we go. Okay, so everything's looking good. I'm going to add some vertical pictures in here, or I can add cards. So when I tap on the cards, I can find something that's holiday related. This one's called Hello December. And I can add in a few of these if I want to, or pictures like I said. And so you get the idea that the whole, what?
Could even put a journaling card and it lists the families.
Yeah, absolutely, that's a good point.
Because I would forget.
Yeah, because you may not remember years from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let me add 2 journaling cards. And, okay, so right here, I've got my completed page, and I am ready to add the journaling. Now, if I wanted to tap on there and then add the journaling like this, I can type it out, or I can use Siri. I love my friends and family, and this is such a fun tradition, period. Pictured here are, and I would list them, you get the idea. I wanted to show you because some of you are so new to the app that you're not exactly sure how that works. And it's so awesome because you can actually use Siri to add your journaling. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. This is, at the end of the day, this is what the idea is that I want to share with you. Now this is complete. This is a complete page that I can then print. You order your prints directly through the app, and you can order this square size right here is either 8x8 or 12x12. So you have the choice of which size you want to add. Then you receive those prints, just like my recipe book that I showed you. You receive those prints, you slip the whole print, 8x8 or 12x12, into a page protector of the same size, which then goes into an album. Isn't that cool? So if I'm doing a physical scrapbook, for example, Project Life or traditional or whatever, and I want to do this idea with my holiday cards, sorry, porters, then I am going to actually do this, print the pages, and I'm probably going to print them 8x8. They're half as much. Print them, slip them into 8x8 page protectors, which totally fit in the 12x12 album because all of the holes line up in the spine. And so for me, that's a fun way to not necessarily make the pages big like my regular family scrapbooking, but they're smaller, yet they show all my loved ones, and then they're still in the family scrapbook. Isn't that fun? So that's what I wanted to share. 7 things that you can do with your holiday cards, and that's it. Do we have any questions before we jump off? Wow, we're quick today.
Yeah.
Not messing around.
That's me saying yes.
Wendy, how are your arms? Can I show you?
They're buff.
Can I show you? Can I just give your arms a break?
This
This is what I've been looking at for the past.
Is that a good angle?
Oh, you are good looking. And you smell good too. All right, so that's it. I don't think we have anything else, right? Any questions I need to answer on the
Someone
topic?
just said, I love you, Becky. You made life so simple.
I love you.
Made my life simple.
I love you. And you know what? Everything that we're trying to do is helping to solve problems when it comes to memory keeping. That's what we are trying to do. So I appreciate that very much because I feel like that's our mission. That's what we're aiming for. And yeah, so if it helps you, that makes me happy. And usually what we're sharing is because it helps us. The whole reason Project Life exists is because I was struggling with my memory keeping and I couldn't figure out how to do it easier, so I created a solution and brought it to the market. So we are very, very based on solution-based products and ideas. So thanks for that. You're my best friend. Who was that? Do we know?
Her first name is Caitlin.
Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin. Little shout out to Caitlin.
And then
Yes.
the tape does not hurt your wall.
No, the tape does not hurt my wall. Now that could be a texture issue. Like if you have tape that's pulling off paint, in my 10 years of living in this home, of taping holiday cards on the wall every single year, I've not seen 1 ounce of paint come off. Having said that, was it last year in the office or the year before when we were brand new in our office and freshly painted walls, we did see some of the tape pull off the paint because it was a different type of paint, first of all, and it was fresh. So it hadn't had enough time to like settle into the...
It's a super flat paint at the office.
Yes, really flat. And this is not. This is either eggshell or semi-gloss or something. And so be really careful. Just because it's working for me doesn't mean that it will be a successful tape experience for you. So just test it in a place behind your couch or something. All right. So any other questions?
Do you already have a place in the new house planned for your cards next year?
No. No, we haven't even started building the house. And so, no, but for heaven's sakes, if we're not in this house by next Christmas, I'm gonna cry because this has been this will be a whole other topic when we talk about building a house this year, because that is, such a long time in coming and a totally different topic. But have I thought about those Christmas cards being hung in the new house? Absolutely. Do I know where yet? No, and there's a lot of reasons why, because of different treatments that we're gonna do on walls in different spots and stuff, but you'll know, you'll see, I share.
And Danielle asked me about my shirt. I got it at Target.
Did you? Let's
Yes.
see that again. Let's see. Wendy's shirt. Oh yeah, that's cute. That's super cute.
It's a neutral.
It is.
And Miriam taught me that you can wear denim with denim,
Yeah, you can. Look at
which
that.
I have never done before. Do I look thin?
Oh yeah, you look good. You totally look cute. You guys, she's a grandma.
I am.
She's a grandma. What the heck? She looks so good.
I'm gonna
How many
make
grandbabies
a
do you
grandma
have?
Calendar.
Yeah, you are. How many grandbabies do you have?
I have 2, girl and boy.
And they're the cutest ever.
They're super cute.
They're so cute. So we covered denim. We covered 7 things that you can do with your Christmas cards, your holiday cards. We talked about the new house for a minute. I think we're good. Are we good? There's my husband. That's the husband running upstairs. All right, we're good. We're out. Thank you guys for being here. See you later.